Thank you for being so kind to donate to San Francisco Aid for Animals, and that's why you're seeing this video. Obviously, San Francisco Aid for Animals is something that's near and dear to my heart and a lot of other people's hearts. I was one of the original founders with 3 other veterinarians in 2008 during the recession then, and that included Dr. Anne-Marie Benfada, who is still on the board, and myself, Alan Stewart, and also Dr. Alan Stewart and Dr. Chris Anderson, and a lot of you may know them as well. And we've certainly grown as an organization, grown thanks to people like you who have been so wonderful, and also to a board that has been wonderful. We like to say veterinarians were good at the on-hand stuff, but we needed all these new wonderful board members who have really ratcheted up the game, and we're led by Kathy Hadjopoulos, who has just been a wonderful, wonderful leader for us. And she's taken us to all new levels. But to date, as of today, we've saved over 635 animals, thanks to you. And as you know, Aid for Animals is there to support people financially in dire financial needs when they can't afford emergency care for their dear loved ones who will possibly be euthanized or die otherwise and have a good outcome. So we're really about keeping the family together. And as you all know, because you donate, it's something that's so vital and critical for everybody today. And so with that, this is a thank you for donating, and it's going to be 2 or 3 recipes on how to cook dog treats and cat treats, and I'm sure I'll throw in a few other sundry useful bits of information as we go along.
So now we'll make the cat treats. The recipe for cat treats is a little bit messier than dog treats, but it's still very easy. It's just 6 ounces of undrained tuna. I like to use tuna in water because it's less fatty. A cup of flour, a cup of cornmeal, 1 egg, and 2 tablespoons of water. It doesn't have to be exact. We tend to have all these ingredients on hand. And maybe, like Julia Child would do, add some bourbon, like in the old days. But that's really not appropriate for when you're making dog and cat treats. Unfortunately, we don't have a cat at this time, but we'll let our dogs lick the tuna bowl. They love that. And just mix this up quickly and easily. Ironically, this bowl is a gift from Dr. Anne-Marie Benfado, who, as I said earlier, is on the board and has always been one of the backbones of this organization. After you mix it up, roll it into a ball. Use cornmeal on your hands if you need to, and then roll it out. And you can make bone-shaped treats if you like. They don't come much smaller than this, and this is obviously too big for a cat, so you can cut them in half when you're done. But I prefer to cut them because it's more expeditious, and cats like certain shapes a lot. They prefer pointy things, so I try to make these treats a little bit more pointy. Instead of a square, I would probably try to cut them into a diamond. This could be considered a low-fat recipe, so it would be good for cats that might have pancreatitis. Form it into the ball. You can add a little bit more water if it's necessary. After you've cut them out, you can place them on the parchment-lined baking sheet and cook at 350 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes, depending on your oven. You can cook them till they're brown around the edges. Remove from the oven. Guard them from your dogs and cats. If you're not going to use all of them quickly, you can always freeze them.
I hope you enjoyed the little cooking videos, and I hope you get to test them out on your own dogs and cats, because it is kind of fun. You know, there is something about the generosity of cooking for others, whether it's your pet, family, or friends, that makes you feel good, and makes you feel good to make little biscuits for them. I will say I'm not a proponent of home-cooked meals unless it's absolutely necessary, because home-cooked meals are impossible to be, nearly impossible to be balanced unless you're following a veterinarian's recommendations. So I'd be hesitant to do home-cooked meals on a regular basis, but treats are perfect. They're perfect, they're easy, as you saw, you make a lot of them. They should last quite some time, and enjoy, because I know your loved ones will enjoy it too. And again, thank you for donating to San Francisco Aid for Animals. Every dollar that you donate goes to roughly $2 in animal care for animals. So it's a really lovely system. So the way we had set it up is, again, about every dollar you donate is equated to $2 at least in animal care for the pets. That metric was off a little bit during COVID, because we really wanted to help all the animals who were affected by COVID, the owners of the animals who were affected by COVID, so we really tried to get money to them quicker. But generally, every dollar you donate, it's $2 to their care. Again, thank you very much for your continued support.